Welcome to Fight Club. The first rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club.
What the hell are you doing?
In this video, we are going to break the first rule of Fight Club. So I will explore some of the philosophical ideas and principles of Fight Club. I think that Fight Club is full of powerful, life-changing, and even practically inspiring ideas, except the terroristic and unethical parts, of course. Particularly, I will be discussing the core value of why not giving a fuck is essential to personal growth and development. I will be reviewing 6 quotes from the movie, specifically the one from Brad Pitt's character, Tyler Durden. Then I will go into the details of each one and explain why I think they're useful. The first movie quote is about self-acceptance. As Tyler says,
I say never be complete. I say stop being perfect. I say let's evolve. Let the chips fall where they may. We often create a false sense of self, a false identity, through the external validation of society, through status, money, or a job, but in reality, we'll never be complete. There is no perfection. No matter how many times you get a job promotion, no matter how much money you make or how fitter your body becomes, you will still have that feeling of incompleteness, of being unfinished. Once you have a desire achieved, or if you have got something that you've been pursuing, there will always be another one, a next one, the new thing that will make you feel incomplete. So the idea of letting go of being complete or being perfect and letting the chips fall where they may is actually liberating and evolving. Because once you realize that there is no perfection, that there is no such thing as being complete, then you will have no insecurity or fear of being imperfect or incomplete. You will just get things done. Done is better than perfect. Pursuing improvement is better than pursuing perfection.
the second quote is about individuality.
You are not your job. You're not how much money you make. You're not the car you drive. You're not the contents of your wallet. You're not your fucking khakis. You're the all-singing, all-dancing crap of the world. In this modern world, we have always been identified with the profession or type of employment that we have, as opposed to our true nature. It is often mistaken that the things we do for a living are the purpose of our lives, and that is not the case. You are not your job. Your job is just something that you do to sustain your basic human needs. You have a meaningful, purposeful existence, and that is not given by society. Your purpose is basically up to you. The meaning of your existence is not dictated by people's opinions. You are actually free in defining your own purpose and meaning. There are people who claim that they have no purpose. There are some who claim that they have one purpose, and there are others who claim that they have many purposes in their lifetime. So, it's truly up to you. You shouldn't let your parents, your teacher, your boss, or anyone, whoever, don't let them define your purpose. You are not your job. You are you. The all-singing, all-dancing crap of the world.
The third quote is about minimalism. I think it also talks about self-love in a sense. It says, the things you own
End up owning you.
People have a tendency to believe that their self-worth and social currency is built on the things that they own. The truth is that the things you own are just a byproduct of what society expects from you. The stuff that you buy is not the level of fulfillment or happiness that you have. The things that you buy are just an extension of your possessions, and most of them are not a necessity. I mean, think about it. There are people who owns 100 or even thousands of pairs of shoes. If you're happy and truly fulfilled for having more pairs of shoes than you will ever need, then it's okay, but let's be real. No one needs 1,000 pairs of shoes. Most collectors are just aiming to impress people that they don't know. If you have a lot of good stuff, or even material possessions or collections, I'm not encouraging you to get rid of them immediately, but know that you don't need most of them. Will Smith have this quote talking about a similar idea. He said, "Too many people spend money they haven't earned to buy things they don't want, to impress people they don't like. Own stuff. Don't let stuff own you."
The next quote is actually related to the last one, which is about rejecting the importance of material possessions, but I think it goes beyond the topic of materialism as it goes over the inward spiritual and psychological circumstances of the current generation. As Tyler states,
Advertising has us chasing cars and clothes, working jobs we hate so we can buy shit we don't need. We're the middle children of history, man. No purpose or place. We have no Great War, no Great Depression. Our Great War's a spiritual war. Our Great Depression is our lives. We've all been raised on television to believe that one day we'd all be millionaires and movie gods and rock stars. But we won't, and we're slowly learning that fact. And we're very, very pissed off. We were all given this false hope since childhood that one day we're gonna make a mark on this world. That as long as you work for it, even in an unnecessary and unhealthy way, you'll feel great about yourself. But most of the time, you don't. You don't become a millionaire, a movie god, or a rock star by pumping gas or waiting tables. That's why there's this phenomenon called toxic hustle culture. That's why most of our Great Depression is our lives, because we have this lifestyle that is against our will. You don't just work, you have to work at something that you truly care about. Most people in this day and age have been mistaking success with chasing money, but in reality, they are just in the rat race. Chasing money while sacrificing your own well-being is like giving your own life to pay a certain amount of bill. Don't be in an endless loop of illusion. Don't run in the rat race. It's a pointless pursuit. Don't work at a job you hate because you don't have to buy some shit you don't need. Don't waste your potential on meaningless pursuits. Your potential is what matters.
the fifth quote is about what matters.
No fear, no distractions. The ability to let that which does not matter truly slide. There is a scene in the movie that features a character named Raymond. He is a common victim of modern society. He works a pointless job as an owner/employee in a convenience store. Raymond has a dream of being a veterinarian, but he doesn't pursue it because of money, expectations from parents, fear of opinions, and some other fucks that he is constantly giving to society. What Tyler Durden did was that he threatened Raymond and said that if he doesn't pursue his dream of being a veterinarian in 6 weeks, Tyler will find him and kill him. In this scene, Tyler Durden is a symbol of the termination of our false sense of self, reminding us that if we don't focus on what matters, that if we let fear of people's opinions, become a distraction from who we are meant to be, and that if we don't stop giving a fuck, then we're just like killing our true self, the person that we truly want to be. By eliminating our false self, we will have no fear and no distractions. We will have the ability to stop giving a fuck on things that does not matter. And the last quote is a reason why you should not give a fuck on the things that does not matter. This is your life, and it's ending 1 minute at a time. All of those things that you have read, the informations that you have collected, the mindsets, philosophies, habits, or practices that you have studied and cultivated, especially in the self-improvement perspective, all of those will be useless if you don't apply it as soon as you can, because your life is limited and it is ending 1 minute at a time. And if you can stop giving a fuck about the demands of society and what others will say, only then you will be able to be the person that you truly want to be. Let the chips fall where they may, just improve. Don't be a slave. Your purpose is not to work aimlessly. Your purpose is to live meaningfully. Love yourself and use things. Don't let things use you. Realize your potential. That's what matters. Don't let fear and distractions stop you from realizing your potential. Do not give a fuck. You are mortal. Your time is limited, so you must not waste it worrying about the external demands or social standards. Reject those things and you will be free.
Through the core value of rejecting the toxic culture of the status quo, for the sake of real and authentic growth, through the art of not giving a fuck, by placing yourself above material, and by seeking purpose over illusion. I wish that you pursue meaning instead of money, and that you live in happiness, not in the rat race. Thanks for watching. Till next time, meaning and happiness.